WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning. It is 4:59 on Thursday, August the 29th. I'm Will Puckett. Thank you for tuning in to Mountain News this morning. Well, it's a chilly start to this Thursday, some might say. Let's check in with meteorologist Kelly McShane for a better breakdown of what to expect on this Friday Eve. Kelly, good morning.
Good morning, Will, and happy Friday Eve. The weekend is so close, and it is a holiday weekend. And like you said, we're starting off a little bit on a chillier note. That's thanks to clear skies that we had overnight. On satellite and radar, you can see that it looks like it's not working or the data's not pulling in, but it is just that clear here in the region. But because of those clear skies, a little bit of fog is filtering in, especially into the Cumberland Valley region. So be very careful on the roadways this morning. And you can see that fog here right outside of the WYMT studios in Hazard. So like I said, just be very careful this morning. And those temperatures, everyone is in the 50s except Pikeville. You're at 60, but it's still feeling a little chilly out there. Maybe grab a light jacket before you head out. By the time we get to this afternoon, it's going to be feeling pretty good. I'll have those details and more here in just a little bit, Will.
We're following breaking news this morning out of Rockcastle County. One person is dead following a crash. This is a picture of the scene. Police say the man was driving south on Interstate 75 when it ran off the roadway and went into water next to Flat Gap Road. The car was partially submerged. Right now, we do not know the name of the victim. However, we do know he is a 21-year-old from Tennessee. It is a big day here in the mountains. All eyes will be on Hazard and Pikeville as President Trump's son, Don Jr., visits the mountains. His visit marks a month of presidential support for Governor Bevin. And to get you ready for what to expect, WYMT's Madison Pergram joins us now this morning. Madison?
Yes, Will. Yesterday we learned Don Jr. will begin the day with Governor Bevin and others in McCreary County for a ribbon cutting ceremony. He will then head here to Hazard for a private event. Trump Jr., along with Governor Bevin, will then hold a public rally at the Appalachian Wireless Arena in Pikeville. Safety is obviously a priority, and we know the Secret Service and law enforcement have worked together all week to make sure that is the case. University of Pikeville Professor Nancy Cade says the most important thing for an event like this is for you to walk away educated before Election Day.
Rallies are wonderfully educational events. You can see things, you can learn things, and just be aware that security will be very tight.
I'm afraid that there might be a little bit of, protesting just because I know a lot of people, Matt Bevin, is sort of his own person.
And although tickets are free, you will still need one to get inside the Appalachian Wireless Arena. And guests are asked to arrive between 1 and 1:30 p.m. And we will, of course, have live coverage all day on Facebook and WYMT.com. Well, it's going to be a good day.
Yes, it is for sure. Thank you. Now, new this morning, a Floyd County pastor is behind bars. A grand jury indicted Bobby Blackburn yesterday. He faces 2 counts of allegedly trying to procure a minor through an electronic device to commit a sexual offense. Investigators arrested him in May. They say he texted an underage girl in an attempt to have sex with her earlier this year. In a new twist in the case, though, he is also facing similar charges now in connection with the 2016-2017 case. In Clay County yesterday, deputies say they found numerous stolen ATVs, automobiles, and firearms. This is a picture they posted on Facebook of some of those items. Deputies say they found it all at a home on Urban Creek. They do not mention in the post if anyone was arrested. This morning, a man charged in a Perry County murder will appear in court. A grand jury indicted Anthony Lewis earlier this month. In July, they say he beat and stabbed Marlena Holland Hurt, leaving her dead in the Bobby Davis Park here in Hazard. He faces a murder charge. He is expected in court for an arraignment at 9. The Breathitt County Judge Executive is out of jail this morning. Jeff Noble posted bond yesterday. Police arrested him Tuesday on 16 new counts of official misconduct. Noble is accused of using 2 county credit cards to buy diesel fuel 16 times. He has also been charged with using county money to buy lumber for personal use. Well, police now believe they know who burglarized a Pike County school Sunday morning. We first told you about this story yesterday morning. Surveillance footage reveals who officials think is Corey Price breaking into a door at Johns Creek Elementary School and stealing money from teachers' desks. Superintendent Reed Atkins sent a strong message for future thieves.
We just want them to know if they damage our property or they steal anything from our students, we will prosecute them.
The school is secured by about 30 surveillance cameras. There is about an hour and a half of security footage showing the man's activities. Police cited Corey Price for third-degree burglary. Savannah Spurlock's murder case is moving forward. The man charged with her death is now officially facing a murder charge. A grand jury indicted David Sparks yesterday. Sparks was one of the men last seen with Spurlock. Surveillance pictures show them leaving a Lexington bar on January 4th. She was never seen again. Police say she went with Sparks to his home in Garrett County. Police arrested him in July after finding Spurlock's remains buried in a home owned by Sparks' father. The grand jury also indicted Sparks for tampering with evidence and abuse of a corpse. Police have not said how Spurlock died. Sparks is scheduled to appear in court 1 week from Friday. Also new this morning, a death investigation is underway in Laurel County. Deputies say a man identified as 51-year-old Terry Hammonds was found dead by a family member in a home on Highmore Road. We have pointed that out to you right here on this map. As of now, investigators are not sure of his cause of death. The body was sent to Frankfort for an autopsy. We will update this story as we learn more over on WIMT.com. AT&T workers who striked several days returned to work yesterday. The director of communications is telling us that workers throughout the Southeast returned to work today. The union CWA released a statement saying, in part, CWA has notified AT&T management that we are ending the unfair labor practice strike and have agreed to return to work. District 3 leadership and the bargaining team appreciate the spirit and solidarity shown by your protest. Well, thank you for getting your day started with us right here on Mountain News this morning. Coming up, a puzzling find in Laurel County where a pond the night before was full of water now sits empty.
And high pressure is moving in, making way for sunshine. I'll have everything you need to know for your holiday weekend forecast coming up.